Building and selling AI websites was never as easy as it is today. But you cannot sell just a plain website. You need to sell a website connected to a system like GoHighLevel. So in this video, I will show you exactly how to find a local business that needs your service, how to build an AI website for that business in less than 10 minutes from scratch, and how to connect it to the GoHighLevel CRM so you can trigger automations and workflows in the backend. So there are many ways to get clients for your web design agency, but in my opinion, the easiest way to do it is to get started on Google Maps if you are a complete beginner and if you don't have money for running ads. And so right now I will show you what I'm looking for in Google Maps listings to create them an AI website. So what we are looking for is companies that have a really low amount of reviews, and if they have a website, that they have a really bad website. What I noticed is if a company does not have a website, it's harder to sell a company that has no website than a company that has a website and it needs improvement. So now we just scroll down and let's see what we can find. And so this one has 15 reviews, and that's quite low in comparison to all the other ones. And if I open the website, it's really basic. So it's not bad, I think they are doing some things correctly, but there are not that many pages. But for this example, we will use this company to create a new website. So now we have found a business that needs reviews and also could benefit from a new website that is actually optimized for SEO. So next up, we get into the build. And so before we start, we need to find some inspiration that we can use on the AI Studio, and for that I most of the times use Pinterest because you can find really cool websites on here, and sometimes I also use Google Stitch to basically create a design in the forehand. So I really like this design, so I basically just take a screenshot of this and give it to Google Stitch to create us a design file. And so inside Google Stitch, you can see this is a screenshot, and I had to change the accent color because for whatever reason it got it wrong. I don't know what's going on with Stitch, but the first try, they always mess up the accent color. Every time they are using it correctly, but it's not used correctly on the website. So I told it to change that. So now what we do with that design, we will not need to change any sections or so because we will do that in AI Studio. This one is only for the design. So we come in and then we click on export, on copy code, and click on copy. So next up, we come into AI Studio and basically paste in this design and click send. This will create the exact same website that we just saw on Google Stitch, and then we will remove all the content and replace it with the content from the website that we're trying to build from the local company from Dallas. All right, and now we have the design from Google Stitch inside AI Studio of GoHighLevel, and you can see it's basically just a one-to-one copy. Next step is coming to the website we're trying to copy, and we just copy all of that content that we find over here and give it to Claude and transfer it into a JSON file, and then we create the website. So I will do that really quick and show you the final result. And so I basically just gave it the prompt to create a landing page for this roofing company and copy pasted all the content from the original website. And so right now it's creating us a JSON file with basically all the layout and content that we need. And then we want to move back over to AI Studio and replace this content. So in AI Studio, we now tell it to remove all the content and replace it with the content that we are giving it now, but keeping all the style and layout the same. So Claude is now done with all the content, and you can see it's basically just a JSON file. And the reason we are doing that is just so the content is laid out more easily for the AI to be understood. And so we just copy this one, come over it, paste it in here, and then we click send. And then it should replace all the content with the content from Claude. Alright, so AI Studio is done and has basically recreated us the website, but with the content from the website we gave it, with all the content. And I would say it's not perfect, but it's definitely something you can show to your client as like a lead magnet to get them in. So what I would change is basically make the paragraphs smaller, so there's like not those big chunks of text, add some images, also like change the alignment over here, reduce the amount of text over here, and I will tell AI to do that in a second, but then we are basically also done. And so now I just told it to like improve the layout, the design, and also like reduce all the content. And by the way, if you want to get all my AI Studio templates and also my GoHighLevel templates and my Pro level pack completely for free, make sure to check out the first link in the video description. Alright, so that's basically how AI improved it. So it reduced the content amount, like the text, which is really good. And right now it looks so much better. It's so much more professional. And that's actually something we now can use. So in the next step, I will show you how to connect this contact form and how to trigger automations in GoHighLevel. So how we map those fields and how we basically get all the features from like a standard form from GoHighLevel, but from the AI Studio. So now let's connect this form to our GoHighLevel CRM, and I also will show you how to trigger workflows based on this contact form. So to connect it, we simply just tell the AI to connect the form to our CRM, and I will do that really quick. Alright, so this took quite some time, but right now it's connected, as you can see. So the next step is to publish the page. So we do that really quick and publish this. And then next we go to the workflow and I show you how to set up everything. So you basically also can trigger automations based on this contact form. Alright, and so now we are in a workflow, and for the trigger we need external tracking event. Then we come into the filters, and then we need to define the specific form that we want to trigger. Because if you have multiple websites that have forms on them and they are connected to GoHighLevel, we need to tell the workflow for which form it should trigger. So then we come into event, is any off, form submitted, and then we add another filter. And for this one, we select domain, is any off, and then you can see this is basically the domain that we just built on, and that's the reason why it's important that we publish the workflow. And then we also can select the external form is, and then we can select the contact form. So let's say you have on this domain, you have multiple forms of, for example, a survey or so. It's important that you make sure that the form is selected. I'm pretty sure that you also can tell the AI to name the form a specific way so you can recognize it. But with that setup, you can see it's like form submitted on this page with that form. And then we click on save. And then basically we can do all the things we could do in like the normal workflow. So let's say this is a normal form, then we could say, for example, let's tag that person, and we can select a tag and everything. But like that's the most important part. So right now the form is connected to the website, and also it triggers based on like this page. And so for this example, I will add a tag so we actually can test if the workflow is working. So now let's just make a tag which is called test. Click on save. Let's publish this and save again. And then now let's go to the website and let's test if the tracking is actually working. So let's get onto the website. Let's scroll down and fill out the form and let's see what it does. So now let's click on request my free estimate. You can see down below we have like a request sent, and you basically also can customize this. So if you want to redirect to a different page, you also can do that. So now let's get back to our workflow. Let's go into enrollment history and let's refresh. I just submitted this form and the workflow wasn't triggering, but the contact was created. So the connection to the CRM is working, but I checked the external form again. And as you can see, it's not the contact form, it's the free estimate form. So you have to make sure that it's like the correct one. I'm not sure which form is the other one that it's showing, but this one is the free estimate. So inside here, we need to select the form free estimate form. Let's save again and let's try it once more. So now let's click on request my free estimate and let's see if it's now working. So if we now come back into the workflow, click on enrollment history, and now you can see that the contact was created. Also added a tag. If we come to execution logs, you can see the contact name with the email, and everything has worked. So you have to make sure that like the event is form submitted, domain is selected. So if you connected your own domain, make sure this one is correct. And the external form is actually the form that you created on the website. If you want to make sure that you select the right one, tell the AI to name it in a specific way so that you are sure that if you are selected here, it's the right one. And if you now want to see my full process on how I build professional websites like these with AI Studio, watch this video next.